Oh, alright, it would actually help if I unmuted my microphone. Hello everyone and welcome now to a cast between Colorful and TBCBM. Obviously, because TBCBM is such a handful, I will probably just be referring to them as Undead versus Night Elf, as this is all taking place here on Ancient Isle. Some other things that you guys may note. Well, this is actually being streamed on Twitch. So if you guys haven't followed me already on Facebook or on Twitch, go ahead and definitely do that. There's currently no viewers since this is just my first cast, and I probably won't be doing too many. A lot of you guys out there were like, I would totally watch you stream. You should totally stream. All right, well, here's a little bit of an early present. I am streaming for you guys, and there's absolutely no one here. Alright, we'll see how all of this works on. And one of the things I gotta say is, I don't know why you guys want me to actually stream. Just because, well, I can't really interact with you during the game, right? Like, WarCraft 3, especially if I'm casting, I'm looking at things on the map, trying to make predictions, trying to do all of these things. People are like, yeah, it'd be so great to interact with you. Like, you could interact with me in, like, the comment section down below in YouTube. But anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. We are going to be going into a Demon Hunter, most likely going up against a Death Knight. No surprise there. Death Knight is actually a little bit behind on the timing, but that means that the Death Knight will have some more ghouls to support alongside him. Ancient of War is right outside this 533 creep camp, and this 533 creep camp should get taken out very, very quickly. A lone archer should be able to lob an arrow, and then what really wants to happen is that the Ancient of War wants to try and get damage onto the Gnoll Wardens. Not going to be the case this time around, though, as the Gnoll Overseer is engaging against that Ancient of War. No Wisp. Nope, never mind. A Wisp is now making its way over as we just passed the 2-minute 5-second mark. With that, the Demon Hunter will be able to make its way out across the map and be able to take down these Gnoll Overseers and Gnoll Overseer and these Gnoll Wardens. Demon Hunter going to be picking up that Ring of Protection +2, making its round. A sheep getting in the way. Nothing really to talk about there at all. And I apologize for constantly looking in this direction. That is where all of my stream status and info is currently at, making me draw my attention just to make sure I say hi if any viewers do actually come on over. There's only 680 viewers. I don't expect there to be that many trying to look for additional WarCraft 3 casts. Alright, Death Knight gonna finish off this Ogre Magi creep camp. Demon Hunter wants to perhaps get a mana burn and steal this Ogre Magi. Death Knight is gonna try and put pressure back the other way, and this is just a lot of additional damage being absorbed. Mana burn onto the Death Knight this time around instead of getting the Ogre Magi. However, the Demon Hunter could try and get to level 2 some other way. Alright, Demon Hunter now going to be putting pressure back across here. I do see I have one viewer. I don't know, it seems like standard and obligatory to say hi to my one viewer, whoever they are, as the Demon Hunter and Archer now pushing back. Skeletal Minion could get taken down. Nope, he is just going to go ahead and back off once more. Death Knight and the strategy of the Undead so far is just to try and get a lot more experience. Now, I am a bit surprised by this. This is not your normal, typical strategy by Undead. If you have this many ghouls out, I've often seen Undead players just try and rush with so many ghouls and be able to put pressure on those archers. Death Knight can easily get Dust of Appearance, and the Shadow Melding archers then have a very bad time. However, the opposite is true right now with the Demon Hunter landing a lot of mana burns on that Death Knight. There's a detonation. Demon Hunter gets to level 2. Death Knight could try and finish off some of these units. Archer is down to 57 hit points. Could try to get a Death Coil off. No, got mana burned again as the Demon Hunter now pathing his way in front of that Death Knight. Death Knight now completely out of mana as the Demon Hunter is going to be heading back off to the north. Now, a key thing to note, though, is that the Demon Hunter is essentially trading mana off of the Demon Hunter for mana from these Moonwells. Every time he mana burns, he is shutting down and slowing down that Death Knight just a little bit, but he may later have problems with the amount of health needed to regen all of his units. The Demon Hunter needs to be careful, keep track of all of that there as the Demon Hunter now looks to back off to the north. Alright, Skeletal Minion is still backing around here. Death Knight now making its way back down to the right-hand side as we are looking at Halls of the Dead. Halls of the Dead, no Lich as of yet. Are we perhaps going to be going for a Naga Sea Witch second, as we are already at, well, almost at Tree of Ages? Back across here, Demon Hunter going to be making its way in down to the south. You can see that the archers are now making their way down as well. Where is the Death Knight really hoping and looking to go? And another key point of interest is that the Death Knight does not have a Scroll of Town portal. This is all interesting here, as a skeletal minion will get taken out on the way back. Alright, Ancient of War getting caught in open field. Oh, this could be extremely bad news. Skeletal minions all trying to make their way over to take it down. Ancient of War, if it is taken down, well, it would set back the economy, as this Ancient of War is supposed to be absorbing a lot of damage from this creep camp down across here. Low hit point Ghoul, is it going to be able to make it away? No, it does not look like it, as the Demon Hunter of Colorful just finishing off so many of those units. There goes the Ancient of War, losing an Ancient of War, but being able to take down 2 ghouls. That is a very, very fair trade indeed, as the Death Knight now makes its way back off to the north. Archers now trying to put their pressure on all of these skeletal minions as well. Equipped detonation could take down all of these units in just a matter of seconds, as the Demon Hunter getting very close to level 3, chasing down these ghouls and getting additional experience from skeletal minions. There goes another ghoul there. And TBC BM is just in a very, very bad spot right now. You see that the Moonwells are completely mined, or the Moonwells, one of them is completely out, but the army sizes just seems completely lopsided. 30 compared to 25, especially as we now have a Panda to put on additional pressure. Lich is now out. Lich most likely got mana burned a lot once more, as the level 3 Demon Hunter able to make short work of the remaining mana on that Lich. Lich now making their way back down across over here to the bottom right. Sacrificial Pit is being added. We most likely will be looking into a Shade, but will we be also looking at Frostworms? A very, very powerful option in this matchup, because it does in fact shut down bears and also slows down units. The problem is going to be those Dryads that are making their way out right now. Dryads and bears going up against, I guess, Frostworms and Crypt Fiends. That does seem to be the unit of choice, as the Death Knight finally make its rounds out with that Lich here. Now, this is a strange, unorthodox opening so far. Normally, the Undead is trying to put pressure early on and then trying to creep a little bit later. What we saw in this matchup was that the Demon Hunter was actually around to try and shut down the Death Knight's creeping. The Death Knight normally would just want to be creeping at this stage in the game, but we do see a superior tech advantage by the Undead just by a little bit. No, excuse me, I take it back. Tree of Eternity is already done. We are looking at bears already, as the Orb of Corruption should be able to, well, get a lot of bonus damage onto these units. That -5 armor, meaning everything does an additional 17% damage. That damage does in fact add up very quickly, as we do see an Obsidian statue in the back here. Death Knight trying to fight back here. There's a quick Death Coil. Demon Hunter able to get another mana burn onto that Lich, and right now that Obsidian statue even taking a mana burn as well. Death Knight does need to retreat back here. This could potentially be extremely dangerous, as the Obsidian statue can only be healed by the Unholy Aura. Ghouls now being brought back over. You can take a look. Forest Troll Berserkers trying to put pressure, as the Demon Hunter now coming back in from the north. Unable to get a mana burn, but it would not be an efficient trade of mana anyways, as well, as you saw, mana burn does cost 50 mana. All it would take away was about 38, and perhaps deal a little bit of bonus damage as well. Demon Hunter still doing a bit of chasing. Death Knight now back down across over here. Are we going to get some damage there? There you go. Are we going to perhaps see a Death Coil from the Death Knight? No, we are not. And I don't understand why. The Demon Hunter could be backing around to try to get a mana burn onto the Death Knight. There you go. Losing extra mana, not dealing the damage. You knew it was coming, and somehow TBCBM is not playing up to snuff. Panda, sitting at level 3, has healing wards as well. There is a Shade keeping track of all of this, but with a Panda, you have to be extremely careful, as a well-timed Breath of Fire randomly could take down units. We are looking at double obsidian statues. There's a mana burn onto another unit there. You can see the damage is starting to add back up as the, well, Druid of the Claw is accidentally rallied to the Demon Hunter instead of the other units. Instead of that Panda. All right, Lich is in serious trouble. Is it going to be able to back out? There's the Frost Armor, and you can see the Demon Hunter got one additional hit that it did not want to get. Demon Hunter down to 330 hit points, as we are going to be looking at a Null Overseer now taken down. Bonus 12 damage taken there, as we are still getting just now to a level 3 Death Knight and a level 2 Lich. Do we have a Boneyard? Yes, we do. So we are looking at, well, no Crypt Fiends as of yet. And with the number of Dryads that we're looking at, this may potentially be a problem. However, there are also 2 bears out on the field, with a third one in the Druid of the, well, 3 bears now out onto the field, as we see the Panda now get up to level 4, in addition to having a Sobi Mask. Very, very powerful items indeed. Colorful is in a great spot to just carry this game now with superior heroes and a great army. Ancient of Lores, let's take a look. Overall population 49 compared to 49. Panda, most likely, he's wondering, what do I want to do? Do I want to get 2nd level Drunken Haze, or do I want to get Drunken Brawler? Both are relatively powerful, but with the Talisman of Evasion already on the Panda, the Drunken Brawler will not be very, very effective or helpful until after, what, level 7? Alright, Demon Hunter taking a lot of damage once more. It looks like Staff of Teleportation will allow him to escape. Meanwhile, Death Knight, sitting at level 3, does have a Potion of Replenishment, as the units are now making their way out across here. Panda ready to go. You can see 3 Druids of the Claw, Dryads, and Archers all here ready, as well as the Obsidian statues are trying to get healed back up. This guy will most likely turn into a Destroyer, absorb the mana off of that Obsidian statue, and this is where you have to be careful. You do not want your units getting picked off in transit. Alright, Undead Army looking to regroup and get back into position once more and get settled in. What is going to be happening? Alright, Death Knight looking to perhaps finish off, yes, a relatively easy creep camp off over here. Death Knight is here, gonna go after those units. There you go. Quick death by attacks from the Frostworms. Those Murlocs really never stood a chance either, as we do see an expansion. This one has already been, or that has been cleared out, and so has the top right. Night Elf doing a great job clearing out the majority of the creep camps, and now possessing a superior level advantage, level 4, level 3 compared to a level 3, level 3, and that is saying something, as the Panda, well, is the level 4 hero, while the Demon Hunter was putting pressure. 60 over 70 supply right now for the Undead, 50 over 60 for the Night Elf, as we are looking at, well, do we see a Hunter's Hall here trying to get additional upgrades? No upgrades whatsoever. Ultravision, perhaps, as the Moonwells are not upgraded either. It looks as though Colorful is going to be sitting at on a large amount of gold, at least for quite some time, waiting to explode into 60 or even 65 supply in a matter of seconds. Demon Hunter, Orb of Venom could have been able to get in some easy damage there, as the Frostworms able to push all of those units back. Alright, back across over here, Frostworms, Ghouls, Destroyers, Death Knight, Obsidian statues making their way into the center portion of the map. What's going to be happening here? Demon Hunter coming back over, and the Demon Hunter of Colorful making its way back over, trying to figure out where it wants to attack to next. TBCBM, the Undead player, now looking for extra creeps and still cannot find them. Alright, the Undead does have a very, very powerful late game if it can in fact get there. Demon Hunter now making its way back down to the south. Mana burn onto that Lich once more. And easy damage absorbed right there. We're sitting at 66 over 70 compared to 59 over 60. Additional Moonwells need to be constructed. There you go. As the Demon Hunter trying to chase after all of these units. Orb of Venom attacks are not effective against the mechanical units. There's an attack there, as the Panda getting in some shots as well. Alright, Obsidian statues in a serious bit of trouble. Meanwhile, over here at the 9 o'clock position, oh, Manual of Health being picked up by the Death Knight. Is the Death Knight, who actually is reading books, going to be able to come out ahead here? That is going to be the big question, as the armies are still just not ready to face each other. This game is looking more like a game of StarCraft right now. You have two massive armies just in a giant ball. The Demon Hunter of Colorful still wandering around here, and will it be able to get back in time, as we do see a handful of Crypt Fiends out. Oh, those Crypt Fiends could easily web down some units. Not quite sure who this Sentry Ward belongs to. I believe, no, the Sentry Ward does in fact belong to the Night Elf, the Colorful, as you see all those units now looking to back off. All right, Shade is keeping track of all of these units. He sees all of those units now making their way over. Obsidian Statues need to back off here. This Shade wants to try and go around all of those units, as we're looking at a big fight now laying down. All right, Crypt Fiends now looking to back off once more. Overall population supply, mana burn onto the Lich, as we see Frost Armor now go down again. The Destroyers, one Destroyer and two Frostworms, unable to get a volley attack off in time, as it looks as though I believe there was a Shade off to the north, but I can no longer spot. Wait, nope, Shade is still right there. I thought for a moment it walked too close to the Sentry Ward while there was an actual unit to attack. Back over here to the bottom right, we're looking at a 70 over 70 supply compared to 70 over 72. Not quite sure who's actually gonna flinch first in terms of engagement. We are looking at Banshees to get Curse, and the Curses may actually make a very big difference here. All right, we do see Hippogriffs up in the air. Are we gonna perhaps look at a Panda with Breath of Fire in addition to the Lich's Frost Nova? That is also going to be an important question. The Obsidian Statues are not being repaired. They are just regenerating from health by the Death Knights, as it looks as though TBC-BM is simply waiting for the right opportunity to attack. All right, back across over here. What is going to be going on next? Not 100% sure. Bears, Hippogriffs, all wandering around once more. Demon Hunter is going to be coming back in. There is the Roar, as the units are now all looking to back off once again. All right, let's take a look at this. Lich, ready to go. Anti-magic shell onto the Frostworms. Interesting choice. Perhaps to try and protect it from the Breath of Fire. There isn't that much magic damage that will be dealt, so I'm not 100% sure what is going to really go on here. All right, Demon Hunter now making its way over, trying to inch in. 73 supply compared to 72. The Banshees do have possession as well, and that is an interesting combination. Frostworms being able to slow down the bears enough for the possession to actually be successful. There are Crypt Fiends in here as well to try and web down some of those Hippogriffs, and all of this is going to be coming to pass here in the next 3 minutes or so. Once we get into that 80 supply zone, or 77 to 80, both sides are going to stop training units. And I believe this is the first time I'm actually seeing dual Temple of Damned with a Boneyard, a Slaughterhouse, and a Crypt, as we are now finally at 80 over 80. Back over here up on the top left-hand side of the map, Tree of Eternity. Well, not much really going on here. Both sides just waiting for a proper attack timing, as an expansion is now getting underway by the Night Elf. Is Colorful going to be able to do very much? I'm not 100% sure. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom right, Demon Hunter ready to push forward, get into position, get some damage through, as we do see one Destroyer. The Destroyers are going to be important at devouring magic and removing that roar buff. That roar buff is extremely effective, as we now see Obsidian Statues still off over here. Still sitting at 80 over 90 supply now, and this may be just so, well, the timing is right. All right, we're going to go ahead and engage right here. Demon Hunter now looking to back off. Doesn't like what he sees. There's a very, very large group of units. What is going to go down? There is a lot of Hippogriffs in the air. There's a Roar. And what is happening next? Anti-magic shell trying to protect from all of that Breath of Fire, most likely. That is a lot of anti-magic shell. A crazy, crazy amount of anti-magic shell indeed. That Breath of Fire is not going to be able to account for very much, as we now see the engagement. All right, Bears now looking to go in. Dryads, there is a Frost Nova going down. A couple of webs coming across. What's going to happen? Ghouls now trying to make their way over, as units are getting, well, absorbing a lot of damage. There goes, no, Crypt Fiend not taken down. Bear not going to be able to do much Breath of Fire, as the units are still all engaging. All right, going back and forth. What's going down here? Devour Magic unable to remove all of the Roar, as you do see a lot of web going down. Hippogriffs actually outside of melee range having a bit of problem. All right, are we looking at Curse? no curses going out. Anti-magic shell, and that is pretty much it, as the Crypt Fiends are just pretty much all falling. Healing ward in the backfield, gonna make it extremely difficult. Are they gonna actually be able to push through those units, as another destroyer could get taken down? 70 over 90 supply compared to 58 over 90, and it didn't look like the anti-magic shell did very much of anything. Alright, a quick easy takedown there, trying to retrain up units. 72 supply compared to 63, not very good. Heavy losses for TBCBM. Colorful now with the economic advantage, as he is in fact mining at 2 bases to 1. Demon Hunter still sitting at level 3. Let's take a look. Where is this Demon Hunter going to perhaps be going? Just going to be running by. It could take accidentally a little bit more damage, as we're looking at Dryads here with 1-0 upgrades. There is 1 Hippogriff left, both sides looking to replenish their armies, as we see one Hippogriff being trained at a time, two Hippogriffs being trained at a time. Alright, unsummoning, a last-ditch attempt by the colorful, or by TBCBM. Is it gonna actually work? We are looking at 70 over 90 supply right now, getting in an abomination as well, resurrecting that Lich who was taken out earlier. We do see Dark Ranger is also out on the field and almost at level 2. Staff of Sanctuary given to the Dark Ranger, so those bears should be able to teleport back home to safety if they get focused down a bit too much. Main gold mines. First main gold mine has already been mined out. Second gold mine has about 15 seconds left of mining before it's going to come to an end. Black Citadel is now going to be gone as well. Every bit of gold that TBCBM can get, he is trying to gather, and that is going to be absolutely important. All right, what's the Acolyte doing? All right, unsummoning this gold mine as well. What are the total resources or current resources? 419 compared to 421, and that is pretty much going to be all she wrote. 80 supply over 75. Is the anti-magic shell going to be enough? Both sides accidentally passing each other in the night. This is going to be huge. Who is going to actually be able to come out ahead, as well? This base is pretty much empty. Units are now being called to come back here. Two Hippogriffs getting taken out very, very fast. Just focus down those units and give yourself a little bit of an experience lead, already at low upkeep, as the units are now making their way back out once more. All right, it looks as though the Demon Hunter does not want to engage right now. That positioning, losing 6 supply of units, that was a big loss, as now the Lich where exactly is the Lich? Lich is getting closer to level 4. All right, there's some attack going down right now. Units trying to get away every which way, as the Hippogriffs are just getting a little bit out of position. All right, Banshees, Crypt Fiends now making their way back off to the north. Crypt Fiends, Frostworms. Where are all these units going to be trying to travel to? Level 2 Unholy Aura, extra high upkeep, and here comes the engagement. All right, are we going to see some possessions? No possessions as of yet. The archers are going to try and engage there. There's a quick roar. Are we going to have Devour Magic, as the Demon Hunter should be using a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability? There it goes. All the units are now looking to back off here. Who is losing more of their units? Hippogriffs Hippogriffs or those Frostworms and Destroyers. Hippogriff coming in from behind. Dark Ranger Healing Ward now being placed down, as you see Drunken Haze across so many of these units here. All right, unit after unit, those Hippogriffs are getting taken down. 72 compared to 72 supply. And is that an accurate representation? 74 compared to 72 right now. Both sides with pretty much similar size armies. Dark Ranger sitting at level 2. Demon Hunter sitting at 4. Panda almost at 5. As the units are now going to try and intercept again. Are we going to perhaps see a beautiful interception, as the Destroyer going to try and devour some magic? Yes, able to devour that magic. Now go after some of those units. Again, a bear. We do have a bear stolen. Druid of the Claw now looking to back off. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire coming back over once more. And that may be the difference. These bears, these Druids of the Claw, should be able to start rejuvenating, as well as the Crypt Fiends are going to end up taking some damage. Or excuse me, the Drive's going to be taking some damage. All right, slow possession coming back. 80 supply compared to 72. Let's take a look at all of these units. Lich now sitting up at level 4, trying to fight back every which way. Breath of Fire coming across. Low hit point bear. Is it going to get teleported back out? No, it is not, as the Hippogriffs are just all webbed down. All right, with this many webbed down Hippogriffs, fighting uphill. This is not good. This is actually the worst possible spot for the colorful to be trying to fight at. All of those archers and dryads are missing, and the Crypt Fiends are able to take down all the hippogriffs, and this is a beautiful reversal where height actually made a difference. All of these hippogriffs got webbed down right on the ramp, forcing an engagement, trying to protect them. All of a sudden, the dryads and the archers are missing as they're attacking up onto the high ground, and now it looks like it is going to be absolutely an easy cleanup, as well a bear will get taken down there. All right, bear lost. Demon Hunter now lost as well. Death Knight now going after some additional units. Death Knight could be death coiling. Yes, that abomination needed to really save it. Level 4 Demon Hunter has fallen. Panda getting off a big breath of fire, and, well, one Drew to the Claw taken out. All right, Crypt Fiends need to back off here. Very, very low on hit points, down to 66. Is it going to be able to burrow in time? Archers taking a bit of damage in the back as well. 61 compared to 49 as the Lich now hits the level 5. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, Frostworm taken down. Panda now sitting at level 5 as well, as the Dark Ranger taking a little bit of damage back across over here. All right, Panda not in trouble. Breath of Fire saving, or Crypt Fiends saving, saved from the Breath of Fire with an anti-magic shield right there, as the Panda now down to 851 hit points. Death Knight sitting at 500 hit points. Is it going to be able to survive? Units are also trying to come back every which way. So much damage being absorbed. Panda still has plenty of mana, and this is just an interesting point. Can the Panda one-man defend against this army, as the Dark Ranger and the remaining units now look to back off? All right, there's a shade here. Panda, Breath of Fire, finishes off the Crypt Fiend, and may take down an abomination as well. 35 compared to 46 supply. Both sides still fighting every which way. The Obsidian statue needs to heal all of these units back up, and he just needs to perhaps force an engagement away from all of these Moonwells. Demon Hunter ready to get back in on the action. 35 supply, but remember, a lot of that, or 5 of that supply, is currently in a resurrecting Demon Hunter. So the armies are actually much smaller. Dryad's going to get taken down. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Banshees are in trouble. They are going to get taken out, but the Panda is constantly missing their mark, as the Panda now up to 109 mana. All right, anti-magic shell onto the Panda. All right, that was a complete misclick right there. The Lich could get blown over by the Panda, as that could be a problem. All right, there you go. A little bit of extra damage. Lich able to survive. Death Knight now coming back every which way, as the Dark Ranger has fallen at level 2. Death Coil saving the Lich, as they are looking to engage once more. 39 supply compared to 30, as we are not quite sure how the Undead still had a little bit of gold. Obsidian statues need to, well, heal back up once more. Breath of Fire could really put a dent in onto all of these units here, as the Wisp are now making their way over. Panda off to the north here. Is it going to be a Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, Mana Burn? Let's take a look. One goes down, one unit. Crypt Fiend could get taken down as well. 31 supply compared to 34. Demon Hunter on a mad rad dash chasing down that Lich. Obsidian statues trying to get away as well. Bears in position, as the Demon Hunter going after that Lich once more. Death Knight unable to do very much. There is a curse on the Demon Hunter, causing him to miss his target, and that Lich somehow is still staying alive. Frost Armor keeps him up. Obsidian statue down to 15 hit points. It's going to get focused now since it went the wrong way. New Obsidian statue coming back in. Death Knight now pushing back the other way. This is an amazing tug of war, as the Panda may try to come across in here to finish off some units. Destroyer now back up. Death Knight, Dryads, Breath of Fire, Lich down to 210 hit points. Death Knight down to 111. Can you finish off enough of these units? No, you are not. And Colorful takes the game in a nail-biter up until the very end. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a really entertaining game. Thank you to the 3 viewers who stuck around to actually watch me stream and cast all of this. And I will be coming to an end. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.